Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Space Cowboy here. Welcome back to the channel with another video for you guys here today, and another Cowboys victory in the books as the Cowboys defeated the Washington Commanders on Thanksgiving Day 45-10 in another dominant blowout at home. And the Cowboys continue to roll. They're 8-3. They're starting to inch closer and closer to a playoff berth. Right now it looks like the magic number is going to be 3, and so we just have to keep up our momentum. So there is that. Now, before we get any further, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everybody celebrated it well with their friends, family, or whoever else. And, you know, it's on to the Seahawks after this game. But we need to talk about how things went in this game and how the picture's kind of starting to look for the Dallas Cowboys. As we know, the Cowboys started off the game, particularly on defense, not good. It wasn't like they were terrible. However, they were allowing for third down conversions and third and long situations. Now, keep in mind, I say this with grains of salt because it is on short notice, and of course, you play a bit differently when you only have a 4-day gap between games. But they were causing issues in the game where it was like, you know, you can get them off the field and get on, you know, the bench and you can rest. And you just kept letting Washington draw. I mean, Washington dominated time of possession by 13 minutes more than what you had, but you were able to take care of business when you had the ball. The Cowboys were in a position where after Washington scored the touchdown and tried to get back into the game, the Cowboys just marched down the field and scored a touchdown. It was unbelievable, to say the least. It was like in 50 seconds. So they were able to snatch back momentum and really just take over the game at that point, because you look at how the Commanders were looking at this game and how Ron Rivera was managing it. He did not do a good job. And in fact, I mean, he was one of the reasons why they lost today. You were in a situation where you were in 4th and 1, 3rd and 1 in Dallas territory, and rather than just running it up the middle, considering your success throughout the whole day, you decide to pass it, and then you never converted on 3rd down. Or, excuse me, on 4th down. My apologies. You went 0 for 3. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they didn't have to go for it on 4th down. And also, another cool thing is the Cowboys were 3 for 3 in the red zone. And, you know, the Cowboys had some dumb penalties here and there, but it really didn't matter. I mean, things have been going well for the Cowboys to where they don't have to basically turn the dial up to 11 all the time, which I wish they would, but it is what it is. The Cowboys did their thing. Statistically speaking, I'm looking at everything. The Cowboys had a fantastic, efficient day in the run game. 18 rush attempts for 5.6 yards per carry. That's great. The Cowboys also had a great passing day from Dak Prescott, 331 yards on 32 attempts, completing 22 of them, basically completing 10 yards per play, which is also fantastic there. Cowboys having over 400 yards of offense. And sure, you know, they only had actually 9 drives on offense compared to the Commanders having 2 extra drives. But all that out of the way, let's talk about a couple things going from the offense to the defense and special teams. Actually, I'll get special teams out of the way because it's pretty simple. Brandon Aubrey continues to extend his streak. He did miss an extra point, but that's okay. The Cowboys made up for it on a 2-point conversion. It is what it is. You know, we're all human. You're going to make mistakes. So as long as it doesn't become a trend, we're good. Offensively, Dak Prescott is playing on a whole other stratosphere. I can't even put into words how well he's been playing. Dak Prescott, as of this recording, leads the league in touchdown passes. I mean, sure, you know, Josh Allen's right behind him with 22, but the fact is like, it's not like Dak Prescott is playing terribly or like pedestrian and then like the other team's playing terribly. No, Dak Prescott is playing the best, you know, best level of quarterback we have seen from him as a Cowboy. And the stats show that. You're seeing it on film. I mean, it really looks like Dak Prescott has taken that next leap in being a damn good quarterback. And I do believe he deserves to be in the conversation now. I said it in a couple of videos ago, like, hey, does Dak Prescott, I think it was after the Giants game, I said, hey, does he deserve to be in the MVP conversation? Some people were like, no, we need to see. And he has the stats now. He's definitely in the conversation because he's put up enough statistics to where he's there. And the team is 8-3. I do believe that over the next 2 weeks, he can strengthen his argument as long as the Cowboys, and more specifically Dak Prescott, continues up his fantastic play. You get the stats, you play well, you'll be good. So there's that. Then we talk about on the running game, Tony Pollard's starting to get his feet under him, and you're seeing the burst that we saw last year, and it's coming at the best time possible, which is fantastic for us. And Rico Dowdle got a lot more touches, and he's been doing his thing too. So there's that. And then also, shout out to Terrence Steele, man. He has started to get back into what he once was. Maybe not on that same level yet, but he is getting there. It's looking like they're starting to sharpen the iron, so to speak, when it comes to everybody on offense, and it's getting better and better. Brandon Cooks, the chemistry with Dak is starting to get there. CeeDee Lamb, sure, they're starting to do certain things, but CeeDee Lamb's still able to make plays when we, call upon his name, and that's what we needed to see. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. Aside from that, I mean, great catch by, Jake Ferguson. I mean, he's been doing also very well. Everybody on offense, good stuff. And also shout out to Mike McCarthy. He's continuing to do things offensively that I've been wanting to see from this Cowboys team. And they have advanced into a realm where we're in unfamiliar territory. We're not expecting a Cowboys offense to do the shit that they're doing because we're so used to the running on first down and all the other bullshit. But that's great. Defensively, Micah Parsons doing his thing. Another 1.5 sack game. And, he continues to chug along. And the best part is that as we're getting towards the final stretch, it doesn't seem like he's slowing down. It seems like he is affecting the game. And you know what? Let's table that Micah Parsons talk for just a moment, because I have a feeling that you have the Defensive Player of the Year candidate and the winner on your team in DaRon Bland. DaRon Bland, congratulations to him. He now has the league record for most pick sixes in a season. In fact, if he gets another pick six or another defensive touchdown, he will break the record for most defensive touchdowns by a player ever. And I think that, he also leads the league in interceptions, I believe. So you're looking at a dude that is a playmaker. He is coming into his own. And keep in mind, Trevon Diggs is not here. God forbid what the hell this looks like next year. Holy shit. But we got the production from DaRon Bland, and he's affecting the game. Teams aren't throwing to him as much. But when the ball gets thrown his way, he's making great plays on the ball, and that's what we've been wanting to see. The linebackers, you look at Marquise Bell, you look at a guy like Damone Clark, you look at Rashaan Evans, these dudes are starting to make plays. There's conversations about Shaq Leonard coming to the Cowboys, and I would love to see that. Trust me, I would love to see him on this team. You continue to add more talent here, but then you would have to move someone off, and we don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know if you make that move who you let go of, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys continue to roll. Defensively, they did what they needed to do when it mattered. You got fourth down stops. And that's where it's going to be key moving down the stretch, is that the Cowboys are able to make critical stops when they're asked to. And then also, if the offense makes a mistake, you can make up for that by stopping the opposing offense. So there's that. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, what a great performance by the Dallas Cowboys. They did their thing. They continue to roll. We have Seattle up next. And to be completely truthful with you, Seattle hasn't been looking the greatest of recent. I'm not taking them lightly whatsoever. They're still a team in playoff contention. If you wish to punch your ticket to the postseason, you need to at least win a couple more games. They're in the way. And then once you're done that, then it's on to the next. So let's enjoy this win. And then, after Friday or Saturday, depending on when you're celebrating this win, we just got to get ready for the next one. That's been our motto this whole season. We've gotten to a point to where these regular season games only mean so much, but you need to win these games to continue to carve your path to the postseason. So with that all out of the way, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And again, if you had a happy Thanksgiving, that's great. And I hope everybody did. Alrighty, have a good one, guys. Goodbye.